So today we are doing a very exciting video. In this video, we are going to be diving into a place that takes unclaimed baggage and sells it. And when I first started making this video, it was back in October of 2022. So if you're curious why this video has almost taken me 2 years to make, I'll get into that later in this video. So the brand is Unclaimed Baggage, and it is based in Scottsboro, Alabama. I'm sorry, I can't say Alabama without going Alabama. That is where the store is, where you can actually go and like pick through everything and see everything in the glass cases, and also where you can watch them live sort through a suitcase, which they were nice enough to actually offer me a virtual watching of that.
I felt the need to pop in here because I never made mention of how I got this virtual baggage experience. So usually when I review a brand, I don't tell the brand. But for Unclaimed Baggage, they weren't actually shipping to Canada, so I reached out because I wanted to get something shipped to me. And they were like, actually, we're launching shipping to Canada right away, so this works out perfectly. But in that email, they also offered this virtual baggage experience, and that's why that started up. And Unclaimed Baggage isn't a new thing. Lots of YouTubers have done videos about it. I think the first time I saw it was in a BuzzFeed video like 5 years ago, but lots of YouTubers have done it since, like Hope and Sephi have done it.
This is the Unclaimed Baggage experience. This is where we let one lucky guest every single day go through an unprocessed suitcase like we do behind the scenes. You're gonna tell me if we would clean it, if we would sell it, if we would give it away, or if we would recycle it. So we have a lot of things that are brand new right here. I think they're masks. They're all still in the packaging. What do you think we would do with these?
We should clean them.
So I would agree with you. We're gonna put this into Clean It.
I may have also been having maybe a little bit too much fun with the recycle, sell, donate game. It just was fun.
Oh my gosh, a wig!
So she lost her wig.
Oh no. So do you have any information on whose suitcase that is or what airline lost it?
Our team in operations has information on the airlines.
Okay.
However, due to confidentiality agreements, we cannot disclose any information about what airlines we have partnerships with. However, we don't have information about the person. We actually cannot purchase the suitcases from the airline until it has been lost for a minimum of 90 days.
So like if you guys don't step in and get the suitcases, do they go to the landfill?
Yes. Our goal truly is to redeem these items, to give them new life, to keep them out of landfills. And so that's how we look at it.
And I have seen this concept of a site and store be scrutinized online for a couple reasons. If you are someone who flies, you potentially have lost your bag in the past. And I don't want to shame airlines, but let's be honest, getting a lost bag back can be very difficult. Personally, I don't think the pressure should be on a company like this that repurposes the luggage and sells it off. I honestly think the pressure should be on the airline and the airports that are losing the luggage. They kind of are just a byproduct of it and making a good thing out of a bad situation. All I'm saying is there is some sustainability benefits to lost luggage if it truly is lost and it can't get returned to the person. Instead of throwing it into a landfill, opening it up and cleaning it, finding the contents and reselling it is kind of an interesting business model. Giving, serving, and supporting sustainability have been part of our company's DNA from the beginning. We partner with a multitude of local, national, and global charity organizations to find service, opportunities, and repurpose and distribute items to those in need.
Another really fun thing that we do is our in-house charity is called Love Luggage, where we paint hard-sided suitcases with uplifting messages, colorful images, happy pictures, and we donate them to children in foster care. That's a very special thing we do with some of our suitcases as well.
If a bag is truly lost, airlines pay out a claim to the passenger. It's only after an extensive 3-month search that an unclaimed bag is deemed truly orphaned, a fate realized by less than 0.03% of all checked bags. That's a pretty decent percentage, because I was curious, like, how many bags truly make it here? And you can pretty much go into any category. So there's obviously clothing, and there's even like really high ticket items like cameras and stuff. And of course with lost luggage, they also have the luggage for sale. And the prices really range. For instance, this is a Louis Vuitton bag and it's almost $6,000. So now that you have a better idea of what the site is, what it does, how it works, we are gonna do shopping. And when I say we, I mean Mia from the past. Hello, I am Mia from the future. You will chop your hair off and donate it. You will repaint that room to be half a shade more muted. All of these things will happen.
Okay, while shopping, my motive was to try and make a suitcase of things I wouldn't want to lose in my suitcase. I don't know why I did it like this. So I'm gonna get a few pieces of clothing. I'll get these 3 pieces, 2 sweaters and pants to try. Now this is probably the category that is alarming because when I go into rings, I can deduct that a few of these was probably engagement rings or wedding bands. Like to me, this looks like a wedding band. I think I'm gonna go ahead with the opal one. I think it's really pretty and I don't know, I feel weird about buying the wedding ring. I just do. Okay, the next category I wanna buy something from is the electronics because apparently before these are sold, they are also tested. So these are another item that should work perfectly. I'm kind of wanting to try the Nintendo Switch, Galaxy Buds, and these blue ones seem pretty cute. And that is 42% off, which is pretty good. Now I'm not a designer gal, but I know a lot of people are. And I imagine if you were flying with like a designer bag and lost your bag, that would suck. $8,600 orange python jumbo single flat bag from Chanel. Now, question, is this real? Real authentication, certified authentic. Listen, I'm gonna justify buying an expensive bag like this and I'm gonna give it away to one of you guys after I'm done. So I feel like that will be fun, right? And it is really, really close, but of course you guys chose the most expensive bag. You have very, very expensive taste. Thank you so much. My wallet says thank you. So we're gonna get this bag. Okay, so what you're witnessing right now is one of the reasons why this video took forever to finish, because at the time when I was filming this part, when I was shopping, nothing had come out about Balenciaga yet. And very soon after I placed this order, this came out. So yeah, that was one of the reasons I pushed it back because I was just like, this is concerning. Probably shouldn't be doing a giveaway with this bag right now. Okay, looking at my cart, I think we have pretty well made a nightmare suitcase to lose. If I had this suitcase, I would be like,
airline, you better not lose this.
okay, it is on the way. Also, unclaimed baggage, this is not sponsored at all, but they did reach out to me after the call and give me $100 credit. But I really didn't want any influence from them. I know I can do like a video where people supply money and still give an unbiased opinion, but I didn't want to risk anything for this video. I want you guys to know 100% I'm being true and honest like I always am. So I didn't use the $100 gift card. This is all my own money. $2,500 of it. I have not opened this parcel since it came just under 2 years ago, so I'm dying to see the contents. Let's dive in. Okay, the ring is here. Ooh, okay. 10K gold Marquise opalescent stone with diamond accent size 4. This was such a cute ring. I would be so upset if I lost this. See, that's kind of, this is like a bittersweet haul because I keep going, oh yeah, this is sweet. And then I go, I would be really upset if I lost this. I'm kind of coming from the perspective, if it didn't get sold, it would just be in a landfill somewhere. So in that way it's better, but obviously it would be best if it got returned to the owner. Look at that. I mean, it looks exactly like the picture on the website. Now, if you're superstitious and you feel like it's bad luck to wear people's old jewelry, don't buy old jewelry. I am not one of those people. Ooh. And I mean, the thing is, $150, that's still pretty pricey for a ring. So it's not like an insane deal, but it's a pretty ring for that. I like it. I actually really like it. Yes. I like it so much the British accents come out. Yeah. Yeah. One of the reasons this got delayed so hard. The bag that caused me strife. Here it is. This was $1,700 and apparently it was $1,000 off. And apparently it is real Balenciaga. So I don't know how they authenticate it. I know there's ways to do it though. I just don't know how. Oh, hey, what is this? Hold on a second. Certificate of authenticity. Ta-da. And I know what you're wondering. Do you trust that? Yes, I do. Thank you. I've never had a bag this expensive. I think my most expensive bag, it was crochet and I think it was $400. Everything feels very high quality, honestly. Sure. That's fashionable with my sweatpants. It's one of those bags where you really could not put much in here. Not much. You could put your phone. My phone is genuinely taking up like 1/3 of this bag. You must travel light. You must. I bought it with good intent for the giveaway. Controversies took place that I never could have predicted. And I'm sure some people are like,
burn it! Balenciaga's a horrible company, burn it!
I don't
don't want to burn it. If anything, if I didn't want to rep Balenciaga, I would just take this B off. I'm sure everyone will have a different opinion on the matter, but I will put the Google form down below if you'd like to win this bag. I meant well. Ooh, oh, I'm gonna be gaming. I've always wanted a Switch, but I couldn't pull myself to buy it. Little quality check. Here's what it's looking like. Honestly, it looks barely used. You can kind of tell on the buttons it has been used. And again, there's like a spot where the stickers were. Looks good though. And I'm literally thinking this is like a new adapter. I actually find that helpful because if I bought a Nintendo Switch and then I had to go out and buy the cord, I'd be like, seriously? Okay, we'll charge this. Okay, it's on. I'm just gonna accept. Like a good consumer, I'm just gonna accept and not read. I mean, I do like being Yoshi, I cannot lie. I'm definitely a Nintendo person. Like when I think of consoles that I've liked in the past, the Wii, of course, the DS, that was my favorite, and now this. So I'm a Nintendo girl. Woo! No parental controls. I'll update you if anything crazy happens, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the start of a long and healthy relationship. I'm excited. These headphones. These were $56. Estimated retail was $96. Let's see the inside. Oh, hey. These are cute. These are really cute. Let me see. Is there any earwax in them? No. That would have been alarming. Guessing they test all their electronics before selling them. They better.
So we have a watch, the Tory Burch watch. I think it's a smartwatch.
I'm gonna guess you sell it.
So first, especially since it's a name brand and it's a smartwatch, we have to make sure it's real and authentic. So it'll be authenticated. And we're also gonna send it to our electronic testing to make sure that it works.
Galaxy Buds Plus. Perfect. So far, so good. Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay, let's try them out. Let's see. Ooh, they're snug. They have like this little piece right here, like that. Music's immediately playing. One thing I really... Oh my gosh, when you click it, it pauses it. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm literally living my secretary fantasy. If I'm just like, excuse me. What was that? I can't really hear myself. But yeah, these fit really good because of that piece that hooks in. My ears might be the perfect candidate for these. I whip my head around. Oh my gosh, you guys. These are awesome. It like played so much in my head. I honestly had it like on max, so if you couldn't hear it, it doesn't like spray out. Cause I don't know about you, but with headphones, I don't want other people to hear what I'm listening to. Sometimes my music choice is a vulnerable moment and I don't want everyone to know what I'm listening to. And then we've got some clothes. I'm interested to see the quality. This is kind of a weird sweater. It has like the outside seam. What would normally be on the inside is on the outside. It must be inside out, hold on. Where's the tag? No, the tag is on the inside here. Ooh, Banana Republic. This is nice. Oh, these are from Pepper Mayo originally, and they actually still have the tag on them. So whoever lost their luggage must have just bought these. I was watching through a few snippets from some of my old videos just reminiscing, and I don't know why we stopped jumping into clothes. It's so fun. So let's bring it back. Pepper Mayo pants. Let's jump into them. Okay, maybe I stopped jumping into clothes because my knees can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. These fit perfectly. Look at the waist. It's hugging great. I will say one thing, the pants are a little bit see-through. I don't know if you're seeing that, but you can kind of guess my underwear color, so there's that. I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like on because it's a little bit unique. Shall we? Okay. Here this is. It's unique. It's almost like having a built-in sweater vest because it has the sleeves are different. They're kind of like this fleecy fabric. And then the shirt, which I didn't even realize this until I was putting it on, but it is new too. Look what came off of it. It's a free people tag. I mean, it kind of makes sense because when you go traveling, a lot of times you'll buy something if you're on vacay. But yeah, this was, I guess, fully new. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, definitely yes. Oh wait, hold on. At first, the sweater was feeling so soft and now I'm feeling a little itchy in it. Love, love, love this butter yellow. I don't care how many people tell me I look horrible in yellow. I will never stop
wearing it. It's got like a really cute cable knit look to it. It's quite detailed, honestly. It's kind of a mix of just a teeny bit itchy, but very soft. My body is unsure whether I'm itchy or comfortable. I will say, shopping on their website, the way they lay out the clothes, they don't look the best. Like, they don't present that well because they're just kind of laying flat. I do think they'd benefit from putting the clothing onto a mannequin. We were able to try out some clothes, which were very successful, some electronics, and even some jewelry. My final thoughts is, honestly, the pieces were really, really nice. It seems like they have a good quality control of what they're willing to sell in the store. I think in a perfect world, no one would ever lose their bag while flying. I don't think that's fair or good, obviously. But I am happy that if a bag does get completely lost and there's no way to track it back to the original owner, I am happy there's a company that is taking these pieces for a second life. And yeah, I can't believe it's been almost 2 years in the making. If you'd like to enter for a chance to win the designer bag that I purchased, make sure to enter using the Google form and also click the subscribe button because the giveaway's for my subscribers, of course. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!